In this module, you'll learn about Microsoft 365, the productivity cloud designed to help each of us achieve what matters in our work and life, with best-in-class Office apps, intelligent cloud services, and advanced security. Microsoft 365 is a cloud-powered productivity platform. It brings together the best-in-class productivity apps from Office 365 with advanced device management, intelligent security, and innovative online services. Microsoft 365 can help you and your organization of any size. The tools of Microsoft 365 help drive productivity, collaboration, and communication securely across many devices, whether you are at home, in the office, out in the field, or on the go. Microsoft 365 includes everyone in digital transformation while ensuring a trusted, secure, and modern experience for everyone. Microsoft Graph is the gateway to rich, people-centered data and intelligence in Microsoft 365. Microsoft 365 learns from users and collects insights through the Microsoft Graph by analyzing the data and activities of users across different Microsoft products and services. Through this, Microsoft 365 delivers enhanced experiences that continually improve over time and keep users protected. Microsoft 365 fundamentals give you the foundational knowledge of Microsoft 365. Microsoft 365 fundamentals consist of 3 learning paths that familiarize you with Microsoft 365 and its many features through the various apps and services. The learning paths will guide you through the fundamentals of the Microsoft 365 platform. The following list summarizes the 3 learning paths. Media, person writing on a whiteboard with learning paths, animated graphic of learning paths on a computer screen. MS 900 Microsoft 365 Fundamentals. Describe Microsoft 365 apps and services. Learn about how the productivity, collaboration, and endpoint management solutions through Microsoft 365 empower people and organizations to achieve more. MS 900 Microsoft 365 Fundamentals. Describe Microsoft 365 security and compliance capabilities. Learn about how the security, compliance, and identity solutions through Microsoft help people and organizations secure their entire digital estate, simplify compliance, and reduce risk. MS 900 Microsoft 365 Fundamentals. Describe Microsoft 365 pricing, licensing, and support. Learn about how people and organizations can get the most out of their Microsoft 365 investments through pricing models, continuous support, and licensing options that are designed to meet their needs. Over 10 years ago, Microsoft introduced Office 365, the software as a service you might be familiar with and have used. Evolving from Microsoft's business productivity online suite, Office 365 was designed to bring together its existing online products to an ever-up-to-date cloud service. It combined the core productivity apps such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, Outlook, and the collaboration and communication services such as Microsoft Exchange, SharePoint, and Skype for Business. Office 365 was a way to grow its Office-centric business and expand on communication and collaboration services. First aiming at corporate users, eventually updated versions of Office 365 subscriptions were released aiming at different-sized businesses, consumers, and students. These versions included new services such as OneDrive. Over the last several years, Microsoft's cloud productivity apps and services have grown well beyond what people traditionally think of as Office, which has led to Microsoft 365. Renaming Office 365 to Microsoft 365 reflects the extension of features and benefits beyond the core Office 365 apps and services. The differences between Office 365 and Microsoft 365. Office 365 is a cloud-based service that includes apps such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook, along with services such as Microsoft Exchange, SharePoint, Teams, and OneDrive. Microsoft 365 is a cloud-based service that includes the same Office apps and services plus Windows and Enterprise Mobility plus Security. Enterprise Mobility plus Security, or EMS, is a mobility management and security platform that helps protect and secure your organization and empower your employees. The platform includes services such as Microsoft Entra ID, which was formerly known as Azure Active Directory or Azure AD, and Microsoft Intune. Microsoft Entra ID provides a complete identity and access management solution with integrated security to manage and protect access for employees, customers, and partners as they connect to their apps, devices, and data. Microsoft Intune is a cloud-based endpoint management and security solution for managing users, devices, and apps across platforms like iOS, Android, Windows, and macOS. These topics will be discussed in later learning paths and modules. There are Microsoft 365 subscription plans for personal use, small businesses, large enterprises, schools, and more. Depending on your subscription, Office 365 for home and business automatically becomes Microsoft 365 subscriptions, so no action is needed from your end. Enterprise-sized organizations have the option to get the best-in-class productivity apps through an Office 365 subscription, or integrate them with enterprise-grade management and advanced security through a Microsoft 365 subscription. For more information on the differences between Office 365 and Microsoft 365 Enterprise Solutions, visit Microsoft Office, which is part of Microsoft 365. Apps such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook are available to consumers and businesses as a one-time purchase through Office 2021. To learn more about Office 2021, see by Microsoft. Office 2021 Microsoft 365. When, where, and how we work is fundamentally transforming. Employees want more flexibility in their choice of workplace, and organizations are shifting towards hybrid and flexible work. To thrive in this new world of hybrid work, people and organizations need solutions that are fluid, dynamic, and cloud-powered, and Microsoft 365 has these solutions. Hybrid work is a combination of traditional in-person office work and remote, off-site work. This mix of work locations allows employees to enjoy greater flexibility in their lives. Flexible work is a hybrid work model that allows you to combine remote and in-person days however works best for you. This model gives employees the most freedom as they can set their own schedules with a combination of the two. Hybrid and flexible work affect everyone, and so organizations are looking to incorporate tools that empower their entire workforce, from information workers to frontline workers, to help them adjust to the day-to-day realities of hybrid and flexible work. Just like information workers, frontline workers need to be able to connect and collaborate across the entire organization. Frontline workers are employees whose primary function is to work directly with customers or the general public, providing services, support, and selling products, or employees directly involved in the manufacturing and distribution of products or services. A few examples of frontline workers are retail, rescue, and healthcare workers. Empowering frontline workers with the right technology not only makes their jobs easier, but it enables secure communication between customers, each other, and corporate. Microsoft wants you and your organization to thrive in this era of hybrid and flexible work. Microsoft 365 is the cloud-first platform for all the ways that people work today, wherever, whenever, however. Microsoft 365 gives all workers the digital tools they need to connect, collaborate, and be more productive and secure in this hybrid world. Microsoft 365 has the capabilities to empower your organization to meet the diverse needs of all your workers, giving them the ability to work either on-site or remotely. Let's dive into some of those capabilities. Stay connected from anywhere in the world, and at any time, your workers can access cloud-based services and data in your Microsoft 365 subscription, as well as organization resources, such as those offered by on-premises application data centers. Sign-ins are secured with multi-factor authentication, and the built-in security features of Microsoft 365 and Windows 10 or 11 protect against malware, malicious attacks, and data loss. Your workers' devices can be managed from the cloud with security settings, allowed apps, and to require compliance with system health. Your workers can be as productive as on-premises in a highly collaborative way with online meetings, chat sessions, and push-to-talk communication with Microsoft Teams. Shared workspaces for cloud-based file storage with global accessibility, and real-time collaboration with SharePoint and OneDrive. Shared tasks to divide up the work, and automated business processes to increase operational efficiency. foster an inclusive company culture and increase employee well-being while making sure all of your workers have the resources they need to succeed with Microsoft, Viva, or Yammer. To learn more about how Microsoft 365 can empower frontline workers, see Frontline Worker Productivity Tools Microsoft. People and organizations are constantly seeking ways to make a positive impact through work we love. We want to do work that gives us purpose and joy. But in today's world of work, we spend too much time on the grunt work and too little time on the work that gives us energy and sparks creativity. To solve this problem, we need a better way of doing the same things. We need a whole new way to work. Microsoft is bringing the power of artificial intelligence to work. Introducing Microsoft Copilot for Microsoft 365, your Copilot for work. It combines the power of large language models with your data in the Microsoft Graph and the Microsoft 365 apps to turn your words into the most powerful productivity tool on the planet. And it does so within our existing commitments to data security and privacy in the enterprise. Copilot for Microsoft 365 works alongside you in two ways. Integrated in the Microsoft 365 apps you use every day, such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, and more, and through Microsoft 365 Copilot to unleash creativity, unlock productivity, and develop skills. Similarly to AI chat apps, Microsoft 365 Copilot can search the web, with the added advantage of using your work content, such as chats, emails, and files to help you create content, keep up with what you might have missed, and find answers to specific work questions. With Copilot for Microsoft 365, you're always in control, and you decide what to keep, modify, or discard. Copilot for Microsoft 365 unleashes creativity in Microsoft 365 apps by generating first drafts, beautiful presentations, and data visuals to iterate on. It helps save time and move unique ideas forward while keeping you in control. Copilot for Microsoft 365 unlocks productivity by surfacing the information you need across Microsoft 365 apps, summarizing emails and meetings, taking notes, identifying action items, and enabling anyone to build apps and bots faster. Copilot lightens your load so you can focus on the work that really matters. Copilot for Microsoft 365 develops skills by making you better at what you're good at and lets you quickly master what you have yet to learn. Copilot unlocks thousands of features across all Microsoft 365 apps just through natural language interactions. As part of Microsoft 365, Copilot for Microsoft 365 inherits comprehensive security, compliance, and privacy safeguards like authentication, boundaries, and protections. Copilot's architecture prevents data leakage across tenants, groups, and users by not training on customer data, following permissions, and only surfacing accessible information to individuals. Copilot has foundational skills for productivity and collaboration. Copilot knows how to command apps and work across them, and is designed to continuously learn new domain skills, eventually taking on more advanced tasks. Microsoft follows stringent AI principles and research to build responsible AI systems. This is done through cross-disciplinary teams reviewing for potential harms, refining data and models, blocking sensitive topics, correcting bias, explaining limitations, and empowering user oversight. Copilot for Microsoft 365 is a game changer on how people work with AI and how AI works with people. Like any new work pattern, it takes some time to get used to, but those who adopt this new way of working will soon have an advantage. To learn more and how to prepare for Copilot for Microsoft 365, visit Microsoft 365 Copilot documentation Microsoft Learn. Sign up for the Microsoft 365 Developer Program to explore Microsoft 365. The Microsoft 365 Developer Program includes a Microsoft 365 E5 developer subscription that you can use to create your own sandbox and develop solutions. This program is independent of your production environment. The program includes 25 user licenses and lasts for 90 days. You can build Microsoft Teams apps, Office add-ins for Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or Outlook, or SharePoint add-ins using Microsoft Graph, the SharePoint framework, Power Apps, and more. A Microsoft 365 tenant is a dedicated instance of the services of Microsoft 365 and your organization data stored within a specific default location, such as Europe or North America. To learn more about tenant management, see Tenant Management for Microsoft 365 for Enterprise Microsoft Learn. Join the Microsoft 365 Developer Program. Navigate to the Learn page. Welcome to the Microsoft 365 Developer Program and follow the steps to join the Microsoft 365 Developer Program. After you have joined, set up and configure your Microsoft 365 Developer subscription, explore the Microsoft 365, Microsoft Entra, and Microsoft Teams admin centers by following the exercises below. Once you are logged into the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, in the left navigation menu, expand users and then select active users. View the available user accounts. Select a user in the list by clicking their name. A window opens on the right that displays more details for the user account. Close the window by selecting X in the upper right corner of the window. Select Add a User in the toolbar to add a user. A window opens on the right that displays information to be filled in. Follow the steps. In the left navigation menu, select Teams and Groups and more options will expand. Select Active Teams and Groups to view the active teams and groups. If you don't already have groups, add one by selecting Add a Group in the toolbar and follow the steps. Select a group in the list by clicking their name. A window opens on the right that displays more details for the group. Close the window by selecting X in the upper right corner of the window. In the left navigation menu, select Show All to expand for more options. Select Billing and more options will expand. Select Licenses and at least one set of licenses should display. Select the license to view more details like the list of users who have this license assigned. Select Assign Licenses in the toolbar to assign a license to a user. A window opens on the right that displays information to be filled in. Follow the steps. In the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, in the left navigation menu, select Show All to expand for more options. Under All Admin Centers, select Microsoft Entra. Notice that a new tab opens of the Microsoft Entra Admin Center. In the Microsoft Entra Admin Center, in the left navigation pane, under Identity, select Users and more options will expand. Select all users and notice the same user accounts from Office 365 are displayed here. Close the window by selecting X in the upper right corner of the window. Under Identity, select Groups and more options will expand. Select all groups and notice the same groups from Office 365 are displayed here. Close the window by selecting X in the upper right corner of the window. In the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, under Admin Centers in the left navigation menu, you might have to select Show All to expand more options if you haven't done so already. Select Teams. Notice that a new tab opens of the Microsoft Teams Admin Center. In the Microsoft Teams Admin Center, the dashboard shows cards for organization information, deployment status, recent activity, user searches, helpful links, and more. Use the left navigation pane to manage settings for teams, users, meetings, locations, and more. Under Users, administrators can configure settings for guest access and external access. External access, formerly known as Federation, lets Teams users communicate with users who are outside of your organization. Guest access lets individuals outside your organization access teams and channels. In this module, you learned that Microsoft 365 is a cloud-based service that brings together best-in-class productivity apps from Office 365 with advanced device management, intelligent security, and innovative online services. Office 365 includes apps such as Outlook, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, along with services such as Exchange, OneDrive, SharePoint, and Microsoft Teams. The world of work is shifting towards hybrid and flexible work, models that give people the freedom and flexibility of where, when, and how they work. Microsoft 365 is designed to support hybrid and flexible work across an organization's entire workforce, from information workers to frontline workers. Microsoft 365 Copilot, an AI-powered tool, works alongside you, embedded in the Microsoft 365 apps you use every day to help you unleash creativity, unlock productivity, and develop skills. Now that you've completed this module, you'll be able to describe Office 365, Microsoft 365, and Windows 365. Describe how Microsoft 365 empowers workers for hybrid and flexible work. Describe how Microsoft 365 Copilot can unlock productivity and creativity. Create a Microsoft 365 trial organization. Use the following list of resources to learn more about the units discussed in this module. What is Microsoft 365 Microsoft Graph Overview? Microsoft Graph. Microsoft. Learn what's the difference between Microsoft 365 and Office 2021. Windows 365 Service Description. Service descriptions, Microsoft Docs Enterprise Mobility plus Security Documentation. Microsoft Learn what is hybrid work. Definition and tips. Microsoft Teams. Set up your infrastructure for hybrid work with Microsoft 365 Microsoft Docs. Get started with Microsoft 365 for frontline workers. Microsoft 365 for frontline workers, Microsoft Learn.